Question number 18. Yesterday we have seen 17. Now question number 18. In this, what we are going to answer: prepare necessary ledger accounts and show the balance sheet of the firm after retirement. Here, necessary ledger accounts in the sense it is nothing but revaluation account, capital account, and balance sheet. These are the accounts to be prepared. Necessary ledger accounts in the sense revaluation account and capital account. So we shall start again with revaluation account. You know the format of revaluation account, already we have seen it. It is an account, as I said, it is a ledger. So debtor, creditor, we should write revaluation account. Particulars, rupees. Here also particulars, rupees. In this, what we should write? We should select the increase and the decrease in the value of assets and liabilities. That is profit items and the loss items. Where we should go through for finding these items, we should go to the adjustment. Number one, adjustment to goodwill. This is connected with the capital account, so you leave it. Then machinery to be appreciated by 10%. It is appreciation of machinery, therefore increase in the value of an asset, therefore profit item by machinery account. By machinery account. What is the value of machinery? 40,000. And machinery to be appreciated by 10%. Therefore 10 by 100, which is equal to 4,000 rupees. So machinery 4,000. Then building to be valued at 80,000. What is the value of building? 60,000. Now it is valued at 80,000. Whether there is an increase or decrease, already it was 60. Now it has been found out as 80. Therefore, there is an increase. Therefore, by buildings account. Increase, that is 80,000 minus 60,000. Increase, it is 20,000. There is an increase in the value of buildings. Then, provision for bad and doubtful debts to be raised to rupees 2,000. See, you should remember, which is very important. I used to tell you very many times, you will sometimes do the mistake without understanding it, what is given. I said in the problems they play with the preposition. I said in different problems, if it is by, dy by, you can take the amount as it is. If it is 2, it is given to, you should see from where it is. From, see the problem, balance sheet, less provision for bad debts, 1,000 rupees provision already there. From 1,000 to 2,000 it has been raised. Therefore, further increase of 1,000 rupees now. Further increase of 1,000 rupees now. That is, again it is a loss. Therefore, to provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts account. It is 1,000. Why it is 1,000? I told you just now. This is 2, that is provision for bad debts to be raised to 2,000. From 1,000 to 2,000, therefore additional 1,000 has been increased. Therefore 1,000 it is. Then the next one, stock to be depreciated by 2,000. It is clearly given a depreciation in stock, that is the value of asset is decreased. Again it is a loss item. Therefore to stock account 2,000. And the final amount due to current is not paid immediately. Okay, and these are the 4 items to be considered for this revaluation account. So we can close the revaluation account now. This total, credit side total 24, debit side total only 3,000. So you write the greatest total on both the sides, 24,000. The balancing figure is 21,000. This should be divided among the partners in the ratio given. What is the ratio? 4:3:3. So this 21,000 must be divided in the ratio 4:3:3. Total 10. Therefore 21,000 into 4/10 into 3/10 into again 3/10. You simplify. This is 8,400. 3 times 6,300. Again 3 times 6,300. And this amount should be shown here against it. This is to revaluation profit transferred to the 3 partners capital account. Saran's capital account, Arun's capital account, and Karan's capital account. The amount is 8,400, 6,300 and again 6,300. This is the allocation of profit to the 3 partners. Once again, I repeat the revaluation account, and under this revaluation account, what should be considered? The question here is prepare necessary ledger accounts. The necessary ledger accounts are revaluation account and capital account. And for this revaluation account, this is the format. What should be considered for the preparation of revaluation account? We should consider the increase or decrease in the value of an assets or liabilities. Simply we can say the profit items and loss items to be considered. Where they can be found out? They can be found out under the balance sheet. Some adjustments are given. From there we can find out. And in the balance sheet, under the balance sheet, the first item, goodwill of the firm is valued 21,000. That should be considered for capital account. And the last adjustment, the final amount due to Karan is not paid immediately. This should also be considered for capital account. Therefore, the first and the sixth one should be considered for capital account. The rest of the adjustments, second, third, fourth, fifth, these four adjustments should be considered for this revaluation. Now we should check whether they are coming under profit item or loss item. First one, machinery to be appreciated. Machinery is an asset. There is appreciation, that means increase in the value of an asset, therefore profit item. How much? It is given there as 40,000 value in the balance sheet. We can see machinery 40,000. In 40,000, 10% appreciation, therefore 4,000. Then next adjustment, building to be valued at 80,000. In the balance sheet you can find the value of the building 60,000. Now it has been found out 80,000. So how much is the increase? 80 minus 60 is equal to 20,000. This is the increase in the value of an asset, therefore profit item. Then fourth one, provision for bad debts to be raised to. Bad debt is a liability, it is a loss item, and what do they say about it? It is increased to 2,000. When there is from, there will be 2. I said from 1,000. You can see the balance sheet given in the question. Provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts is 1,000. It is given from 1,000 to 2,000. How much is the increase? 1,000 rupees is the increase, and that 1,000 rupees is a loss. Therefore, provision for bad debts 1,000. Then the fifth adjustment is stock to be depreciated. Stock is an asset. There is a decrease in the value of stock. Therefore, it is a loss item. Therefore, stock to be depreciated by 2,000 to stock account 2,000. Now we have attended all the profit items and the loss items. Now you can find the credit side total 24,000 and the debit side total 3,000. The greater total is 24,000 on each side. And what is the balancing figure? Missing amount 21,000. This missing amount is the excess profit. Because the total profit 24, total loss 3, excess profit is 21,000. It should be divided among the partners. Therefore, revaluation profit transferred to. Who are the three partners? Saran, Arun and Karan. So, Saran's capital account, Arun's capital account and Karan's capital account. How they should be divided? In the ratio 4:3:3. Therefore, 21,000 into 4 by 10. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. 4 by 10, 3 by 10, 3 by 10. Okay, you can simplify and find the amount 8,400, 6,300, 6,300. That's all about the revaluation pass. In the capital account, we should keep ready something for capital account. What is it? The item number 1, goodwill of the firm is valued at 21,000. How it should be treated and how it should be divided, all these things we should bear in mind. Okay, the goodwill amount, goodwill rupees 21,000. This is the amount of goodwill given. And who is the retiring partner? And out of this 21,000, Karan is the retiring partner. Karan retires on 1/1/2017. It is given. See, listen very carefully. This is an important point. Or else you will post the wrong amount so that you will get the wrong answer. It is an important area under this problem. Okay, right. Karan retires. So, what should be the ratio of goodwill to Karan regarding goodwill? So, Karan's share must be, what is the ratio? Ratio 4:3:3. This 3 times is Karan. The other two, the first two partners, Karan, Arun. This is Karan's. So, what is Karan's share? Karan's share of goodwill is equal to 21,000 into 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. That is 3/10. What it should be then? 6,300. This is the amount of goodwill for Karan. 6,300. Okay. And how it should be divided among the other partners? Once the partner is retiring, and from this 4:3:3, this partner is retiring, so the remaining ratio is 4:3. According to this ratio only, this 6,300 must be divided. So, what it should be? 4:3. This amount should be divided in the ratio. So, to Saran, what it should be? To Saran, to the next partner, Arun. To Saran, what amount should be? Out of this, 6,300. 4:3, therefore 4/7. And out of this is 6,300, 3 times, so that is 4 plus 3, 3/7. What should be the amount? See, 9 sevens are 63, 900, 3,600. $2,700, 3 times. This amount only should be shown in the capital account. How it should be shown, I will tell you later. Before that, I shall repeat the same once again. This is the important item, how it should be treated in capital account. Because it is an item to be considered for capital account. Before preparing the capital account, we should keep ready all these amounts. The total value of goodwill of the firm, of the business is 21,000. Karan is retiring. So, Karan 4 times, Arun 3 times, and Karan 3 times. So, what should be the retiring partner? Karan's share. That is, Karan's share will be 21,000 into, this is a total 10, therefore 3/10. If you simplify, 6,300. After Karan's retirement, what should be the ratio for the continuing partners for anything to be divided in future. What ratio should be followed? So current ratio you leave, the rest is 4:3. Therefore 4 times to Saran and 3 times to Arun. Total is 7. Therefore 4 by 7, 3 by 7. And this amount 6,300 should be divided in the ratio 4:3. Therefore, for Saran it is 6,300 into 4 by 7, to Arun 6,300 into 3 by 7. So this simplify, you will get 3,600, and Arun, this is 2,700. This is how the goodwill should be divided and shown. How this amount should be shown in the capital account, we will see when we prepare the capital account. Now we shall go to the second part of the question. Second part of the question is the capital account. We have seen already the capital account. We should draw the format first. Particulars and the 3 columns for the partners. 3 partners. Yes, now this is also on account, right? Debtor and creditor, and this is capital account. The columns we should know. Particulars, name of the 3 partners, Saran, Arun, Karan. Again on the credit side, particulars, Saran, Arun and Karan. Okay. In this I told you in other problems also, with what we should begin. We should begin with the capital of the existing partners. Saran, Arun and Karan. How it should be recorded? Here it is by balance brought down. Balance brought down. The amount is 60,000, 50,000, 40,000. 60,000, 50,000, 40,000. This is. The next items. What all the items to be considered? In the previous problem also I told you. Revaluation account, general reserve, reserve fund, profit and loss account, goodwill, and workmen's compensation account. Workmen's compensation account. These are the 6 items given. In this, what are the items appearing? One, revaluation account we have prepared, we know. And the next one, general reserve, it is given in the question. And the next one, goodwill of the firm, we have calculated just now this. These are the 3 items coming under this problem. For all these 3, we should pass entries here. Okay, now we shall come one by one. Revaluation account. What we have decided and what we have calculated under revaluation account, it is profit. Therefore, revaluation is revaluation profit, therefore we should write on the credit. If there is a loss in the revaluation, we will write on the debit. Since this is profit by revaluation account, that we have calculated already, 8,400, 6,300 and 6,300 we should write. This is the revaluation profit. 1. Then general reserve. General reserve 15,000. The next item. 15,000 should be divided in the ratio 4:3:3. That is given already. This is the ratio. For the purpose of dividing any amount, 4:3:3. 7 plus 3, 10. That is 4/10, 3/10 into 3/10. Simplify and write 4 into 1,500, 6,000. 3 into 1,500, 4,500. 3 into 1,500, 4,500. This is the amount. So, by general reserve, what it is? 6,000, 4,500, 4,500. This is general reserve. Then next one is goodwill. This goodwill should be presented here in the name of the 2 partners who are sharing it. Who are the 2 partners sharing? Saran and Arun. So, by Saran's account, by Saran's capital account, this is 3,600 by Arun's capital account. $2,700. 3,600, 2,700. Okay, now these are all the amount to be written here. Then go to the debit side. On the debit side, on the credit side, we should show the continuing partners that the amount should be written on the retailing partner. Here, the same thing, the amount should be written on the continuing partner and the account should be shown on the retailing partner. Retailing partner account, amount shown in the continuing partner. Here, the continuing partner's account, amount should be shown in the retailing partner's column. So, you must remember. So, here what we should write to current capital account. For Saran, 3,600. For Arun, 2,700. This is. Nothing more to write here. Now we can close the capital account. We can close the capital account now. It is 70, 80,400. And Arun 60,000. Arun, it is 70,800. And here 1 1 plus 4, 57,100. And here 6,400, 4,000, 60,800. 60,800. We write the same amount here. 80,400, 60,800, and 57,100. This the same total return. Here, what we should write to balance carry down. See, this amount, you less this amount and write the remaining amount here. That is 80,400 minus 3,500. The balancing figure we should write what it is, 80,400 and 3,600. Sir. 76,800. And here from 60,800 you minus this 800 minus 700, 100, 60 minus 2, 58, 100, 57,100. This is the balancing amount, balance carried down. This is capital account 758-57. Okay. Here the amount is 3,600 current capital. Okay, now we shall pass on. Before passing on to the next one, we should find whether the amount given here is correct or not. We should check. In this, as I said already, the capital account should be prepared by considering all these items. Once again I repeat. What should be written under capital account? First thing, by balance brought down, we should write what all the capital given in the balance sheet. 60,000, 50,000, 40,000, we should write. And the next two item, what should be considered? We should check whether there is any item out of these six: revaluation account, general reserve, reserve fund, profit and loss account, goodwill, workmen's compensation fund. Out of these six, in this problem, the revaluation account, revaluation problem is there. Revaluation profit is divided already under revaluation account like this: 8,400, 6,300, 6,300. We have written. And this is over. Then next one given in the problem is general reserve rupees 15,000. And that 15,000 should be divided among the partners in the ratio 4:3:3. Therefore, 15,000 into 4 by 10, 15,000 into 3 by 10, 15,000 into 3 by 10. If you divide these things, then 4 into 1,500, 6,000, 3 into 4,500, and 3 into 1,500, that is 4,500. So 6,000, 4,500, 4,500. And this is how we should write. Here, the existing partners capital account and the amount should be mentioned there in the retiring partners column. Here, the same amount should be written here on the debit side. The retiring partners capital account and the amount should be shown in this continuing partners, because this share is taken by these two continuing partners. That is 3,600 and 2,700. So now we can find the total: 68 plus 6, that is 70. 74,400. This is the total. 74,400. And the same thing here, 74,400. And from this 74,400, we should minus this 3,600. So 74,400 minus 3,600 will give 3 minus 3, 0. So 70,800 will be the balance. 70,800. It is now coming correctly. Here the total made is not correct. 74,400. Okay. So what we do now, this is the special case in this capital account. What we must do? In this, when a partner retires, his share should not be shown under the balance. So Karan is the retiring partner and that should not be shown under balance carried on. Then what to be done? That should not be shown as a balance because already he has left the partnership. He is no more a partner in the partnership. So that should not be shown under carried on. Then in that case, how the retiring partner's share should be shown? If the amount is fully paid, we can write here to bank account. The amount is not fully paid. You can see in question number 17, the retiring partner shall be paid immediately. So in that case, in the last problem we wrote to bank accounts. Here it is not paid immediately. What is done there? It is not paid immediately. In that case, the Karan is the retiring partner. Therefore, in his name it should be a loan. Karan's loan account. Karan's loan account is 57,100. We should show like this. If it is paid immediately to the retiring partner, we should write to bank account 57,100. If it is not paid immediately, this account is not settled, then we can write the retiring partner's name. It is a loan given to the partnership. Therefore, current loan account 57,100. So, this is the capital account loss. The final part of the problem, balance sheet after retirement. Or as on. Either we should write this or this. Anything. Any one of these two. As on, the date is 1/1/2017. Now, we write the headings as you know. This is not an account, it is a statement, no debtor and creditor, liabilities, rupees, assets, rupees. Okay, now we should consider the balance sheet given in the question. Attend the items one by one. The first one, building. The current value of the building is 80,000, to be valued at 80,000. Or else how this we can consider buildings 60,000, add appreciation 20,000, we can write. But here the total amount is given in the problem itself. We need not add less everything, and therefore buildings 80,000. Then next item, machinery. Machinery, the value of machinery is 40,000. Add appreciation, it is given. Add appreciation. %, therefore 10% of 40,000 is 4,000. Then you can write 44,000. Then after machinery, the third one is investment. Regarding investment, no adjustment, you write as it is. Investments, it is 20,000. Investment, it is 20,000. Then regarding stock, there is an adjustment, depreciation 2,000, stock 12,000, less depreciation, less depreciation 2,000 it is given. Then the next item is after stock, debtors. The amount of debtors 25,000. Provision for bad debts less. Provision for bad debts. Provision for bad debts. Already it was 1,000. Now it has been raised to 2,000. Therefore 2,000 must be shown here. So 25 minus 2, 23,000. Then cash at bank. Cash at bank 44,000. Cash at bank 44,000. All the assets given under asset side with the adjustments, necessary adjustments, we have written. Now we pass on to the liability. Capital accounts. The two existing partners, Saran, Arun. Saran, Arun. Because Karan has already retired. Saran's amount 70,800. This is shown in capital account under balance carried down. Arun's 58,100. Add these two and write. $1,28,900. Saran, Arun. Then, regarding Karan, the Karan's share is given as a loan. That is Karan's loan. Karan's loan, that is 57,100. 57,100. We have shown it under capital account. Then with this, the capital account business is over. General reserve, already it has been included in the capital. And the creditors we should write. Creditors 35,000. Creditors 35,000. Right, with this the liability is over. What all the items given under assets we have written. What all the liabilities given under liability side we have written. Except the items which have been already included in the capital account. Now what we should do before closing the balance sheet, we should check whether we have attended all the adjustment or not. The first one, machinery attended. Second one, building attended. Third one, provision for bad debts attended. Then fourth one, stock to be depreciated, that is also attended. And the final amount due to Karan is not paid, therefore it is shown as a loan. We have attended everything. The first one is goodwill of the firm, and that goodwill is divided and shown in the capital account. So we have attended all. Now we should find whether we are getting correctly or not. And we shall find the total, and once again we will revise it. We can close the balance sheet. And this is 1,000. 2,21,000. Here $2,21,000 is coming. Once again, I repeat, this balance sheet Okay, how to prepare the balance sheet? Take the balance sheet given in the question. Write the items one by one. and also include the adjustments given. That is the idea. So first one is given buildings. Now the value of the building has been valued at 80,000. It is given in the problem. So this 60,000 has become 80,000. Then the second item, machinery, that there is an increase of machinery value at 10%. So 4,000 is the increase, so 44,000. Next item, investment, no adjustment, we can write as it is. Next item, stock. For stock, there is depreciation of 2,000. It is given in adjustment number 5. Adjustment number 5, it is given stock to be depreciated by 2,000. So less the depreciation and write it. And the next item is debtors. Debtors 25,000. Already in the given question, 1,000 rupees is the provision. Now in the adjustment, it is said that it has been increased to 2,000. So the provision is 2,000, 25,000, 2,000, so 23,000. Then next one is the last item, cash at bank, 44,000, we have written. And we go to the liability side. On the liability side, the capital accounts are shown first. And we can show only the continuing partners here, Saran and Arun. Their amount is shown in the capital account in balance carried down 70,800, for Arun carried down 58,100. That we have added together and written here. And what about the third partner? Third partner has already retired, and if he has been paid, then the amount will be minus from this cash at bank. But maybe the balance is not sufficient. His amount, his share is kept in the business itself, but not in the name of capital. Capital no vechirukka mudiyadhu. Retire on a partner amount capital no vekka mudiyadhu. And how they are considering? They consider it is the loan given by the retiring partner to the business. Business we should write current loan. It is a liability to the business, therefore current loan is a liability that we have written. Then the last item, the next item is general reserve. General reserve has been included in the capital account and therefore we need not write. And the next item is creditors, 35,000 we have written. And we are on the verge of closing the balance sheet. We are about to close the balance sheet. And what we must do? Before closing the balance sheet, we should check whether we have attended all the adjustments or not. The first one is the goodwill of the firm is valued at 21,000. Goodwill of the firm, and that the retiring partner current share is divided among the partners, other partners, and that is attended in capital account itself. And the second, third, fourth, fifth are we have attended. The last one, the current amount due to current is not paid immediately. That we have shown in the capital account as loan. Since it is a liability, we have shown it here. Okay, that's all. We have attended everything. When we find the total, both the sides we get the same total. Therefore, the problem is